Time poor? Need your car service? Don't have all day to do it? This guy over here is going to help you. Hey everyone!
Hey.
Welcome back. Qivin from Repairy.
Exactly.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So shout out to Startup Victoria.
Thank you.
For spruiking the vlog. We're actually here at Creative Cubes in Hawthorne. And Repairy. Well, firstly, Startup Victoria have been promoting my vlogs on their social handles, in their newsletters, on their websites, word of mouth, and I've been flooded. And Qivin have reached out to me on Twitter.
Yes, I have.
And said, hey man, I want to talk about my startup. And guess what? We're here. We're here to talk about his startup, Repairy.
Yes.
Tell the people, these kind of people, there's only 7,000 of them at the moment, but they're growing in numbers. Thank you.
It's quite a handful.
Yeah, it's nice. Tell me about, or tell them about Repairy.
So Repairy is an end-to-end concierge service. We pick up your car from home or work, take it to our partner workshops that we have vetted through, and bring it back to your home. And that's all we do.
Unreal.
On average, it's about 4 hours,
Yep.
door to door for a
Yep.
service.
Yep.
And so far, we want to make the mechanic experience, you know what I mean? Not only better, but you skip the mechanic completely.
Yeah, so that's very interesting because, you know, in this world that we live in today, everything is around, if you're on the tech side of things, it's UX, UI, UX, user experience, UI, user interface. And for us here at Creative Cubes, we put a lot of emphasis into that front end interaction,
Yeah.
as well as the back end with our tech and all the rest of it. But really, we've humanized the traditional office space with a layer called the happiness team. It feels like to me that a lot of these mechanics are amazing at what they do. My dad was one, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah, who was a crazy entrepreneur and very mechanical. And I'm not entirely sure that maybe he was really consumer centric.
Yeah.
And so what's really good about the model that you're presenting, in my opinion, high level, is the mechanic gets to do what they do best.
Yep.
Work on the car and get into the engineering and all the problem solving and all the rest of it, while you face the customer.
Yep.
And their front and act as their front end, so that end-to-end concierge.
Exactly.
I like it. Couple questions.
Great, let's jump into it.
Did you want to share anything else?
I think, hey, you've hit everything on the nail.
Okay, cool. So I got into a car accident.
Great.
About 8 weeks ago, and I'm really time poor because I'm running what started off as a really small business and is now sort of close to 20 people, employees,
Wow.
nearly 500 members that we engage across 2 properties, scaling up over the next 12 months to another 2 or 3 locations.
Great.
And so my time, thankfully I didn't get hurt in the car accident. Someone ran the strop seat, took me out. I've got a massive gaping hole in the side of my car, not entirely whole hole, but massive dent. And I don't have the ability or the time to carve out of my day to go to the mechanic, get the quote, submit it to my insurance company. So basically you're a plug and play for my busy day, right? So I love that. So today, how's the business going?
So we started about, I would say 9 months ago.
Okay.
We pivoted from our previous model.
Yep.
We started off basically like a marketplace.
Yep.
In a way, right now we are, I would say, a controlled marketplace.
Yep.
Back then, really similar to AirTasker.
Yep.
We have an app. Car owners jump on it, put on their repair or maintenance need.
Yep.
It sends out a notification to our workshop partners.
Yep.
But what we found after launching, would be a lot of workshop owners, they're not really tech savvy.
Sure.
And especially the automotive industry, it takes, I think, time to really adopt. And right now, a lot of workshops still use pen and paper to schedule their appointments.
Yep.
That's where I think we not only come in, where we provide not only good customer service, as well as to really integrate and educate the tech side of it.
Yep. And so you pivoted away from, hey, Mr. Mechanic, reply to the pending inquiry,
Yes.
to serving that inquiry direct? Like, where did you pivot from? Because they're obviously not answering,
Yep.
so that there's no transaction for you to be participate in.
So basically, because at the size of a marketplace, a lot of times a quote comes in,
Yeah.
and let's say 10 workshops will bid for it,
Yeah.
and only one will get in. And
Yeah.
after a while, they have to take time out to really quote for jobs, and it's time wasting for them.
Yeah.
And taking about 10 minutes per quote, you know, I mean, if you have like 10 quotes or 20 quotes per day,
Sure.
would take a big chunk of your
Loud and clear on that.
yeah, exactly. So what we do, it would be we take everything on, and we just provide them jobs after jobs. You
Yep.
don't really have to sit behind the computer
Yep.
to quote for jobs.
Yep.
So that is something that a lot of our partners
So
like
have
about it.
you automated that quote process?
Yes, we have. We are rolling that out soon.
Wow.
But right now it's, I would say, still quite manual.
Okay.
And then once our new website go live, we provide all that to really help, I think, not only the industry as well, but to really equip the workshop owners as well with that.
I like it. And so today you focus on acquiring customers via your traditional means, like your Google AdWords, your
It's
social.
funny if for the last, I would say, 9 months, we haven't done a single marketing. So far, we've just been growing by word of mouth.
Okay.
Because I think our service is, I would say, a bit different.
Yep.
And I think because of that, I think a lot of customers go out and be our, I would say, our spokesperson in a way.
Brand evangelist. I love
Yeah.
it. Yep.
So basically, you know what I mean? Once they get the car, we haven't washed and vacuumed the car just before delivery.
Yep.
So it's brand sparkling new.
Yep.
It's clean, even a water bottle with a note there, a thank you note. And
Yep.
a lot of times, I think the customers don't get this kind of treatment.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, you know what I mean, has that wow experience. Basically how Airbnb does it, right?
Yeah.
And because of that, we have been growing since.
So you're a two-sided marketplace. You have your mechanics on one side,
Yes.
and then you have your people that need a mechanic or need a repair on the other side.
Yeah.
And so have you been able to balance out the supply and demand?
So
'Cause
far,
I'd imagine that a lot of, and I don't mean to be rude,
That's right.
I'd imagine that a lot of mechanics are like, oh my God, this is Jesus on earth right now, right? And sign up very quickly. Wait, I don't have to do the quoting. You're just going to send me jobs, and I can just stay in my craft. Amazing. But on the other side, it's kind of like, oh shit, we've got all these people that want to fix cars, but now we've got to find people that need their cars fixed. How have you managed to balance out both sides of that marketplace?
So basically building, I think earlier on, we work with real closely with a pool of workshops right now
Yep.
that we have vetted and have built relationship earlier on. And because of that, as they know, as startups as well, they're a bit more flexible.
Yep.
And a lot of the workshops don't have to pay, you know, I mean, like subscription fee or anything to be on the platform.
Yep.
It's when we have a job,
Yep.
you know, I mean, it should across to them.
Yeah,
So
sure.
basically, I think our motto would be, when you earn, we earn, basically.
No, I get that, but so have you been in the situation where you've got all the supply but no demand, or vice versa?
So far, it's been trickling in, so I'm happy with that. So we didn't have that problem yet,
So after this vlog goes live and you get 7,000 orders, I'm just kidding.
and I hope so.
Have you got a mechanism to cope with the demand?
I would say yes.
Yeah.
We are slowly onboarding workshops where we see that have a bigger volume of customers coming through.
Sure.
And we see a lot of uni sites like near Monash,
Yep.
near Deakin Uni.
Swinburne right behind
Yeah,
us.
Swinburne.
Yeah.
A lot of our customers are millennials as well.
Sure.
So in terms of adopting and I think trusting a startup like us
Sure.
would be, I think, a bit lower than the older generation.
Yeah. Get it? Still, the question remains: if you get hit tomorrow with 500 inquiries, do you have the ability to serve that? And are you geographically built, or have you got a nice spread across?
So right now we spread out from Melbourne
Yep.
up to like the southeast Clayton side.
Yep.
I would say right now we are still in I would say kind of like a beta mode.
Yeah, that's good.
And I would say if 7,000 would come tomorrow, I would say it would be tough.
Yep.
I'm happy to, you know what I mean, take one step at a time.
Sure.
But we're still growing as we speak.
Fantastic.
So I think that's the journey of a startup. So
Mate, you're in the heart, you're in the mecca of startups here. So something that's sort of like really obvious to me in terms of like a volume play would understanding that you're you have brand evangelists and you have people out there that are interested in your product and speak highly of the service. Have you thought about going down the B2B route, specifically around potentially sort of like the more upmarket, upscale, more luxury line vehicles, where their users have a greater appreciation for service, class, and comfort? And have you played with the idea of creating sort of like a B2B model where, let's just take Mercedes-Benz or Tesla or BMW as an example, where they've got thousands of customers on their database, and I'd imagine a lot of the cars nowadays are probably leased versus cash paid. And can you build in sort of like a fee structure whereby in the unlikely event someone runs a stop street and hits you in the side of your car, and not specifically that example, and you're time poor because you're running also a scale up, for $25 a month or $50 a month or $150 a year, whatever the number is, we can have Repairy come pick up your car, come in, take it for a service, and serve your problem. Have you guys thought about the B2B side of things?
We definitely have, but I don't think we're at that position right now.
Okay.
But what's in the pipeline would be something called corporate program, where we partner with corporates.
Interesting.
Let's say maybe co-working spaces that have car park spaces as well, to provide this to their members. So of course, when you get a corporate discount, and we come and service and do all that.
Yeah, so I guess that is another swing on the B2B side of things. I like that idea. Very cool, man. Well, repairy.com.au.
Yes, exactly. That's where you can find us.
All right, and you're live?
We are live?
Yeah. Guys, check it out. I'd love to circle back with you in sort of like, maybe a year, have you sit here and tell us about the roller coaster of a journey that you've been on over the last year. I think that those that are time poor will really value from this if you're listening, and I think there's a gap here. It's a question of, is your pivot that you did over the last few months the right pivot, or is there two more pivots left and right that need to happen? You guys tell us. I'll link everything in the description below, mate. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Louis, for having me.
All right. Cheers.